years ago, I went to the doctor's. This is not another one of those doctor's appointments. But years ago, I had a doctor's appointment. And I remember seeing his screen, because it was sort of angled slightly so I could see it.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, what's that on my medical record? And I looked closer and it says lactose intolerant. I went, I'm telling you now, that's a lie. Because I love yogurt, I love cheese, never had an issue. So unless I grew out of lactose intolerance,
Maybe.
I don't know. But I don't remember ever
Maybe
having
you
that
just
issue.
battered that intolerance to death by continually eating cheese and yogurt.
Until the other night when even Amy said, I think you might have a lactose intolerance.
I remember getting that test.
I thought I was going to die.
I sent you a picture of the cheese shop with the t-shirt in it, and you were like, mate, I've had that much cheese. I've given myself the shits. I was like,
To be fair,
I'm not being funny, but for Stephen, that is a hell of a lot of cheese.
To be fair, I know what
He can
tipped me
put it
over the
away.
edge. So I had a lot of cheese on crackers, because we all love cheese and crackers, and
Yeah.
an elegant glass of wine that tasted like vomit. But Amy's convinced it tasted fine, but I genuinely thought it smelled and tasted like vomit. But anyway, so I had loads of cheese and crackers,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm really full. But there's a Yop. Don't know if you guys remember Yop, because they're not
Yeah.
around very much.
I remember.
There's giant yogurt drink. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, nice yogurt. I love them drinks. And it's one of those drinks that I crack it open, I taste it, and I'm like, whoa. I need to down the whole thing, so I just love it.
That's him drinking the op.
Yeah. But I tell you what, after I'd finished that yacht, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm so full, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And then I lay on the floor.
And then you thought, I'm going to be so empty in a minute.
And my stomach was hurting. And I thought, I think I've eaten too much. Fell asleep on the floor. And actually, Amy took a photo of me asleep on the floor next to Hallie, because I put the baby on the floor and I was like next to her. And I was like, oh, my stomach. Fell asleep. And then apparently she took a photo. She did show me. And she was like, why don't you go to bed? I was like, yeah, I think I will. Crawled up the stairs. Got into bed and I was like, oh my God, my stomach's killing. I need to go for a shit. I'm going to have to empty and make some space. Got to the toilet.
And the world fell
The
out.
world fell out my arse. And I'm talking. Do you remember that have you seen Dumb and Dumber? Of course you haven't. There's a scene where one of the characters in Dumb and Dumber goes to the toilet because he's put what's it called? The stuff
Laxative.
Laxative. Put a laxative in his drink.
See, I do know
and he
something.
runs to the toilet.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah!" And he's like, it's his arsehole singing.
Yeah.
And he's putting his legs up in the air and he's like gripping the toilet. I'll tell you what, I thought I was going to break the toilet. It was like water.
Yeah.
Like I was peeing out my bum.
You sure the Yop wasn't out of date?
I don't know, I didn't really
Because
look.
you've eaten a lot of cheese in your time and it's
I know.
never had that effect, has it?
I think it was the yacht that tipped me over the edge though. It's a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
All that cheese. Because I didn't even have a proper dinner. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm having cheese and crackers for dinner.
Yeah.
So I've got plenty of space for plenty of cheese.
Yeah.
And then, I topped it up with yop, and I think it was just a dairy overload. My
Yeah.
body's just like, this is now poison.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to die. Emptied my soul. And then went to bed like...
I shouldn't have visions of my best mate on the bottom.
trousers around my ankle. Like I'm in a rocket ship going to space.
Amy saying upstairs, are you alright, love? Hey, where's the Yop?
Thing is, as well, God, this is so graphic. But do you ever get those times where you get a really bad stomach? You go to the toilet, you know you're going to have the shit.
Yeah.
And then you're pushing and pushing, you're like, oh, it's hurting. And then you get a nugget. And you know that was the plug.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, straight up the back of the toilet seat.
I find, I don't know, we got onto this topic.
No, I don't.
No, maybe Mandela suffered with constipation. I don't know, we'll bring it around somewhere. But I find that because my stomach's very sensitive and it dislikes pretty much everything
a
apart
tiny
from
bit of ice cream and you die.
apart from lettuce and air. But I'm not, so I very rarely have to push hard to release a nugget. But I'll sit there and it's like my body knows when I get home. I've been
it
holding
knows you're going to the
We're
toilet.
holding it in all day because I'm thinking I can't drop this in a customer's house. It's just not fair. And literally all the way home, I'm like, get out of the way! God, the red light!
Running up the toilet. Going,
Yeah. I pull on I reverse on the drive. I get out. I try and walk normally so no one knows I'm desperate for a shit. But it must be obvious to the neighbours. I let myself in, and then I crawl up the stairs very, very quickly. And by the time I get to the toilet, I get my belt off my trousers down. It just goes boom, and I'm like, it's almost like the second.
You know that the toilet's there, so all of a sudden your bum out was like, wow.
Yeah.
It was like yawning.
Yeah,
I don't know why that happens.
That's weird, isn't it?
Same with like if you need a pee.
Did you
Have you noticed your belt or your buttons always seem to get stuck?
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
Fucking shorts with the string up things.
You get like scissors on them or something. And
just pull it
rip
so
them,
hard. And then it tightens the knot and you still can't get it past your
But like you say, when you're in the car driving, you're like, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Because I need to go.
I'm clenching for my life here.
Do you know what? I had this the other day, or the other week I should say. I sat in the car with one of my mates who was going for a bit of a tough time. And without being horrible, I asked the question probably at the wrong time because it was already like 12 o'clock at night and I was dropping him off home and I made the mistake of saying, how are you?
Yeah.
And obviously he had to unload, which is fair enough. Yeah. So I sat there listening.
Verbally.
Yeah. Not testically. So I sat there listening.
Not bowly.
Oh.
As we're on this, he had to unload. What, in your car?
I felt like I needed to at one point. But he was talking, and you know when you're really trying to listen, but at the same time, and I'm sitting there gripping the steering wheel, but it would come in waves. Yeah.
And you're thinking,
I'm going to die.
Shit myself.
Yeah. You're going to cry, and I'm going to cry.
Sorry, mate, but I've had a yop.
Yeah. But I was gripping the steering wheel because it would come in a wave, and I'm like, oh, God. And then it would pass, and then I'm like, oh, I'm all right now. Okay, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Or you sort of like lean and, oh, yeah.
Well, you're brave doing that.
Oh, I don't care. Well, yeah, I suppose thinking about it, it could have been disastrous.
Imagine it wasn't.
Could have been crawling down my leg.
You've got to sit there for 20 minutes while he's pouring his heart out. You're thinking, I'm sat in a pyramid shape of shit in the back of my trousers. When I get out of the car, I'm going to squelch.
That's disgusting.
He's going to smell that shit in a minute.
But it literally got to like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I'm really sorry, mate, but I'm going to have to go. Because I'm not joking, I was sweating.
Yeah.
Because my stomach was hurting. I thought, this is going to come out now. And I remember driving home thinking, I don't know if I'm even going to make it home. I might have to pull over and just go over a drain.
Yeah.
Like, just pull over, just drop the trousers and just squat over a drain.
And then you look around and go, what could I use for tissue?
Yeah, you realise you're outside of the front of a school. Like, oh,
do you have an emergency toilet roll in your car?
I think I have, only because, I think it's in my van, but I think that's only there because of the amount of times I've gone fishing or golf.
Yeah.
And there's a toilet halfway around. There's never any bloody toilet roll in there.
No.
So I always take an emergency roll of toilet roll, but I don't recall it actually still being in there. I think
I've got a wee bottle and an emergency toilet roll for every eventuality.
I need to think about that wee bottle thing because the amount of times especially, do you know what? There's something I'm such an idiot for. So I do a lot of my quotes in the evenings, and I end up finding that obviously I'm working late, and then I'm going out to all these customers' houses. Like the other night was out to rugby, which isn't a million miles away. It's only half an hour, but I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
I'm drinking, and then you get to the customer's house, and you're like, I'm going to pee.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be like, oh, I've come to have a look at your bathroom. I'm going to give you a quote. Can I just piss in your toilet?
Let's test out your toilet.
Does this really
I do
work?
that.
What's the pressure
I'll knock
like?
the door. Hello, I'm Matt. Can I use your toilet, please? I can't concentrate. I'm busted.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, if you make a joke.
No, I couldn't do that. I just find that really unprofessional.
Wow.
Hence why I'm looking at you.
I've been doing it for 25 years.
No, I find it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Especially with I'm going into their bathroom to discuss what they want. So if you're peeing and you end up letting a fart out mid-piss, and then you're like, right, do you want to come and show me what you want to do? And they're like, no.
Oh. So do you know Matt? You know Matt Grafton, don't you? Shout out to Matt Grafton if he listens. The guy who does the internal doors.
Oh yeah.
Good bloke, very funny. He was helping me fit a bedroom at a customer's house in Coventry. And I said, I'm just going to go and get the customer and ask her about this. And he's going, no, Matt, wait, Matt, no. I went, no, I'm just going to, no. I went out of the room, came back in with the lady. It stank. he dropped his guts thinking it would be funny because I'd smell it and start going, what? And at that
Oh
point,
yeah, you're a fine
at that
one to
point,
talk.
I was like, I'm just off to get the customer. We walked back in, and her face was an absolute picture. She'd smelt it, I'd smelt it. I was stood there trying to talk the customer through these options. All I could see was him at the back, absolutely killing himself. And then when she went out, I said, "You dirty pig." She's going to think that was me. Oh, would you like to come and look at some options while I guff in your bedroom? Don't worry about that smell.
I've just got cancer. Fucking hell.
Don't worry about that smell. There's a box over there we just took a shit in and covered it up. Because that's literally what it smelled. I was like, no, we haven't had a baby in here doing this shit.
A cat litter box in the cat.
Imagine you took one of those to a shop. And the customer went, what's that for? You go, you see the price of portaloos? Open the bag, see if it was in. Just in case, love, you can't be too careful.
Oh god. Dear. Oh god.
Have you ever done that? Customer's asked that.
No!
Thrown on the cat into a trap. Oh, he's gone.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
Oh dear me.
Have you ever dropped your guts?
Oh.
You ever dropped your guts in a
God.
customer's house?
Oh yeah, plenty of times, but never when like a customer hasn't walked into it. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I've had a bad experience
What?
building your bloody gym down there.
I'd just gone onto heel shakes, hadn't I? It was freezing
you
outside.
haven't told me.
It was freezing outside, so we had all the doors and windows shut, heating on full belt, getting nice and warm. Stephen went up the step ladder. He's holding this massive sheet of MDF for his head. And I just let one go at the bottom. And he was like, fucking hell, man. Wretched. I said, oh, it's the Yules. You said, well, I thought they wore off after a couple of weeks. I was like, yeah, I'm only 4 days in.
That smelled literally like you were rotting from the inside.
I think I was at the time.
It was disgusting.
I've got used to them now, but
I actually bought a couple of Huels today. They're not a sponsor of the video, by the way.
No, they're not.
They are just genuinely really good.
If they want to sponsor us so we can give them a shout out to our 4 viewers, then
yeah, definitely.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. But to be fair, they are really good. Full of vitamins and minerals that one's body needs.
Years ago,
But yeah, it gives you the farm.
years ago, I used to love walking into a room that one of the other members of staff was doing some work in and go, oh, you know the, and then I go, doesn't matter, and then walk out and leave them with it. And we did it on one job. And the customer went, right, see you later, we're putting an alarm in. She left us to it for the day. She went out the door. And I ran upstairs to this lad called Scott and went, oh, you know the, and he's looking at me thinking, oh, we're going, you know the, longest fight ever. Walked out and shut the door. And the customer came back in. She goes, oh, sorry, I forgot something. And she walked back in the pantry and she went, left again. And Scott, I thought he was going to have me up against the wall. He was like, you ever do that again? She thought that was me.
Do you know what though? Sometimes I really wish that we could see people's farts. Do you know what I mean? Like so you could see like a blue cloud or
like
something.
if you piss in a swimming pool.
Yeah, that'd be so good to
good
get to
would
see
that
it happen. Because I could imagine like you'd haven't like seen somebody fart and then just seeing it like come out their trouser leg, just sort of.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to see
them.
where you were going in an old people's home, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Colour smack.
Wouldn't be able to see where we're going if I was working with you.
it just
like
be
tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be.
It'd be like a constant exhaust pipe going, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be fucking horrendous, that one. But yeah, so anyway, that was completely off topic, but that killed me.
I think that was a 15-minute video on farts and poo.
Oh, God. And I've got bellyache. That hurt.
Don't have a yacht. That would
Do you
just
know what?
finish you
I went to pick one out of the fridge, but the last one was gone. I think the wife's had it.
off. Oh dear.
But probably a good job I didn't. I've got 2 Huels at work. I'm sure my
Banana flavour?
banana and then the chocolate one.
Nice.
So yeah, the customer will be coming into a essence of me.
Yeah. But in your job, you can say, "Oh, it's because I've disconnected the toilet."
Yeah, except I haven't. It's
Oh,
part refurbs. The sink and toilet and bathroom still hooked up, so I'm a bit like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. There's a dead rat in one of your pipes.
Yeah, right. I remember doing a council house because I do a bit of work for the council and I work alongside their Sparkies, and one of them, Ryan, shout out Ryan. He's a right laugh. He's a good lad. And I was working in this empty house, and all of a sudden the front door opens and he runs upstairs with the toilet roll. He goes, "Get out the fucking way!" Blasts into the bathroom, sits down. I could hear his belt going, "Jig, jig, 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 jig," like the panic under. And the door wouldn't shut. So he's trying to poo, he keeps kicking the door. He's like, "The door won't stay shut." I was like, "I'm downstairs, just relax. Just do your business."
That's why council houses tend to be trashed.
I know. It's tradespeople running desperate
Yeah,
for a
definitely doing their business.
poo. Yeah.
Well, anyway, on that note.
Yeah, there you go. So, hope you like our childish humour.
Well, that's what it's all about, though, isn't it?
If you're a builder on a job and you haven't got room for a portaloo, consider a cat litter tray.
Yeah, it might work quite well.
Yeah, cat sand is a lot cheaper than
Yeah,
portaloo hire.
that is true. To be fair, I've never hired a portaloo.
I don't know how much they are. I'd imagine it's
Yeah, it must be quite a lot.
£100 a week or something.
Yeah, I'd have thought it'd be more than that, to be fair. Especially this day and age.
A
Everything's
tray and a
expensive.
bag of cat sand's like £5, isn't it?
Don't know.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Probably about £5. That's something a wealthy person says.
Yeah.
I don't know, about £5.
How much is a
Don't
bottle
know.
of milk? I don't know, £50.
Yeah, here's £1. Go and get me
Right.
one, this Ricky Gervais.
You
would
boy,
say.
go get me the biggest turkey.
Loaf of bread, and here's a tenner.
Yeah, how much is a loaf of bread? £100.
Anyway, on that note.
Yeah, on that note.